Alright, you're being asked to find the quotient of 3x squared plus 2x minus 1 and 3x minus 1. We talked about this in class today, and this is one of your homework problems, at least for this year. Alright, first thing I do is, since we're dividing by a binomial, we're not going to be able to cross things out. We're going to try something different. And luckily, we know how to factor. So we're going to try factoring our first term, 3x squared plus 2x minus 1. I'm always going to try to factor by finding the greatest common factor first. There is no greatest common factor because that's a 3, a 2, and a 1. So that part doesn't work. So I'm going to try factoring a different way. I'm going to multiply a times c. 3 times negative 1 is negative 3. Step number 2, I'm going to write down all the factors of 3. I'll forget that it's negative for now. There's only one factor of 3. With only, one pair of factors, 1 times 3. Step number 3 is I want to find out what multiplies to 3, multiplies to negative 3, but adds up to positive 2. Alright, let's see now. I know it has to be a 1 and a 3. I'm going to take care of the adding part first. So I'm going to have to do 1 plus 3 and get it to be 2. If I try 1 plus negative 3, I do not get positive 2, I get negative 2. But if I try negative 1 plus 3, I do get 2. And to double check, is negative 1 times 3 equal to negative 3? Yes, negative 1 times 3 is negative 3. Looks like these are our two factors, negative 1 and 3. Step number 4 is the fractions. That's your a term over your first value in first number 3, which would be number 1. And then an a, and then the second number 3. All right, a is 3. It's the value of a. Number 3, the first number 3 is a negative 1. My second set of parentheses, a is still 3, and the second number 3 happens to be 3. Second answer, number 3, I guess I should say. Almost done. I got to simplify that. 3 over negative 1, that is already simplified. And 3 over 3 breaks down to 1 over 1. Step 5, running out of space here, I haven't even divided yet, is write it down as a quadratic. I'm sorry, as two binomials, so it's 3x minus 1, which is what I get from here, and then 1x plus 1. So I've taken care of factoring. Now I have to divide, so let me shrink all this stuff up, put it together before I divide. Whoops. All right. Almost done. There's my answer. Going back to my original question, I have to find the quotient. So that means I'm dividing. So now I'm going to take the 3x minus 1 and the 1x plus 1 because I've simplified it and found the factors. I'm going to divide it by 3x minus 1. Luckily, one of the big rules of math that we know really well is if you divide anything by itself, it cancels out, or becomes 1. 3x minus 1 divided by 3x minus 1 and canceled out, I'm left with an answer of 1x plus 1. So, when I find the quotient of 3x squared plus 2x minus 1 and 3x minus 1, once you do all the dividing, your final answer is 1x plus 1.